Willis Combs here, and we're talking about the system for online dating and getting a first date. And here's the deal. So we're going to look at this as you contacting women. This is a bonus video for a new client of ours. If you're looking to contact a girl, we have to be aware this is a complex problem. How do we get more dates? That's why everybody starts using online dating. So we have to break it down into simple, smaller, bite-sized pieces and just deal with one thing at a time. As Einstein said, we can't make it simpler, but we can make each little piece a little bit easier. So that first contact, when you go and look at a girl's profile, actually read their profile and try and find something. And we just looked at a couple just to have a useful and a more relevant example. And on one of the profiles we found, a woman said she liked gardening. So in our first contact initial email, we'd say something about her liking gardening. So, what got you interested in gardening? What do you plant? Do you harvest? Do you have a good harvest? If you have something relevant to say about gardening, then awesome. But the idea is to talk about what she's interested in. If she says she's interested in gardening on her profile, boom, we should talk about that. Another good example, and in case you come across some of the more bland, more generic profiles that don't really give you any information to work with, you can go back to something along the lines of, hey, do you enjoy dancing? Because I'm taking ballroom dancing at such and such. Or, as just like the opener in real life, where are you from? What do you do for work? That sort of thing. The idea, though, with this initial email is just to get a response. So we want to keep it short, and we want to talk about her interests, and we want to make it easy for her to respond to. So really just a couple of sentences. Now, when she responds, and let's say she responds, oh, I love gardening. I've been doing it for 12 years. I really like planting tomatoes, and I had an awesome harvest last year. I'm thinking about whatever it may be. And your response to that, so you sent her the first email, she replied to you, and now your next response, it should address whatever she said. Oh, that's awesome. I love eating tomatoes. But then in this email, this is the email where you are asking her and you want to ask her to get together for a cup of coffee. But it's beyond just asking. You not only want to say, hey, let's get together for a cup of coffee sometime, you also want to say, let's get together at the Starbucks you want to pick a place, and you also want to have a time and a day. This is being assertive, which is a synonym for being confident. If you really want, you could give her two options. You could say, I can meet you Thursday night at 7 o'clock at that location. Or if that doesn't work for you, I can also do Sunday at 6 p.m. Of course, if neither one of those work, let me know what does. But the idea is you want to have a place, a time, because this next email, all you really want from her is just to say yes. The first email is just to get her to respond. The second email is actually setting up the date. And then when she responds, and in that email, you also may want to say, I'm looking forward to talking to you more about your gardening or whatever it is specific to her, and that's really the system. Because if you wait any longer, I've had women that I've gone out with, they've told me that is when you need to ask, because a lot of guys are fearful of that. And by creating a new pen pal, you're not getting anywhere and you're running through your routine, your material, that's not doing you any good there. Your routine, your material, your information, that's a lot more powerful in person. So we want to get in person. And just like we said on your dating profile, dating profiles look good, but that doesn't mean anything about who the person is behind it. There is a chemistry and an attraction. There are other forces. And not everything that just looks good on paper is actually good in life, whether it be dating or whatever you want. But that's really the system. Contact her, make it easy for her to respond, and make it relevant to her. Once she does respond, then you ask her for a date with a time and with a place. And of course, address whatever you are talking about, whether that's gardening or something else. Nothing more needs to go back and forth unless it's just to arrange the times and the place for the meeting. Again, always meet for a date or a glass of wine. That's informal. It's easy for her to say yes to, and you get to know her without investing a bunch of time or, even having dinner. But anyways, this is Willis Combs. If you'd like to know some more, please visit the link in the description below for some more tips at our website. We've also got a free report. We've written a number of books now, including How to Get a Girl to Like You, The Gospel of Attracting Women. Available at Amazon, iTunes, Barnes & Noble, Google Play, and in audio book. Please have a fantastic afternoon. Please like this video. Please subscribe and join our congregation. And looking forward to talking to you again here soon.